Hi Aquarius, welcome back to my channel, Karma Fox. I am doing your weekly reading. Hope everybody's doing well. I'm going to take a quick second to remind everyone that this is a general reading. It may not resonate with every Aquarius out there. So guys, take what resonates for you and leave the rest for someone else. Remember, the energies can reverse. So if it's resonating, Aquarius, you just get in where you fit in, but don't force yourself into a reading that's not for you. Spirit, can I have the energy of the sign of Aquarius? Aquarius. All right, Aquarius, you're starting out with the Six of Wands. Uh-oh. You have the Queen of Cups in the reverse, and coming out together, you have the Knight of Swords, along with the Three of Cups. Okay, so Aquarius, I do feel like you're receiving some kind of recognition here. There's something here that you're doing that is actually really successful. I feel like the majority of people are looking on and thinking, yeah, that's great. Aquarius is magical. Like, you know, they can do no wrong. And I do feel like, though, that there are some people that are somehow I don't know if they're in charge or if they are removed from the situation, but they're watching, they're looking on. And so I feel like it's almost like you have the energy of popularity among the people, but there's somebody in charge that might not be convinced yet. I'm not saying that they're disapproving, I'm saying that they're not convinced. Anyway, regardless, I do see you being very successful. With the Queen of Cups here in the reverse, I feel like you are holding back your feelings and your emotions. You're dealing with things more on an intellectual level. A lot of you guys could be dating or going out with close friends and family. And if so, there's something to do with wanting to talk to somebody. There could be like a reconciliation type of energy for a few of you, and you're hoping that that's going to be successful. But I do feel like you're definitely speaking your truth here amongst friends and family. So let's see who's in your energy. Show me who is in Aquarius energy. I also feel like there's a sense of happiness that you're receiving from speaking a truth. All right, we have the Queen of Swords in the upright. We have the King of Wands in the reverse. So you could be dealing with a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, or an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Libra is very strong. And then we have Justice. So with the Queen of Swords, this person that's in your energy, I feel like this is somebody who is highly focused on you. Like I said, they could be another air sign, but this is somebody who is open to talking to you. But they're very guarded as well. They're open to talking to you, but they're very guarded. This is somebody who does speak truth. And I do feel like with the King of Wands here in the reverse, they may want to talk to you, but they're not going to take the action to make that happen. They could be a little upset about something. It could be something legal, or it could be, you know, something that they're asking for justice with regard to. But I do feel like even though they're willing to talk to you, they're guarded and they're not going to take action towards you. So let me see the energy between Aquarius and this person. The Hangman in reverse, Pisces energy. Yeah, there's something here that you're both looking at a little differently now. You've been waiting for success or acknowledgement in an area for a very long time, and it's happening now, Aquarius. In their energy, whatever this is, whatever this success is that you're having, this person wants to discuss it with you. They want to talk to you about it. They want to put that sword down, and they want to communicate. Show me what's affecting this connection. There's something to do with the fall time frame. Something could have happened in the fall time frame that's affecting this. You may have been waiting to have this conversation since fall. All right, yeah, we have the Hermit, Virgo energy, and the Six of Cups in the reverse. All right, so what's affecting the connection is you've kind of pulled back emotionally, and I feel like you're trying to release this person or release this situation perhaps. They're not communicating. There's a lack of communication with the Hermit. They're seeking answers. They're trying to figure something out here. That's why they're not taking action, because they want to be enlightened. They want to know something. They're trying to figure something out. Let me see. Show me the outcome. The King of Pentacles. Stability. This is stability. Somebody here, either you or the other person, is holding on to something from the past. You haven't released it. You're still holding on to it. You're tied to something from the past. Yeah, I don't know exactly what's going on here. So let's clarify your reading. Bottom of the deck, we have the Fool card. Now that's underlying energy. So what this is telling me is that there's some sort of a new beginning, but it's a little bit risky. You're right on the edge of embarking on this new beginning, but you haven't quite done so just yet. So that's underlying all of this. So there must be something here that has to be resolved, has to be cleared up in order to have this new beginning. And it might have something to do with commitment or a stable, possibly a marriage or a stable connection. So let's clarify. Spirit, why is the Six of Wands here? Why is the Six of Wands here for Aquarius? Yeah, you want to stop the fight. Five of Swords reverse, Queen of Wands. You're in a glow-up energy. I'm getting this energy, Aquarius, of somebody who is just like very dynamic. You are out in the world. People are noticing you. You're charismatic. And you may have waited a long time for this, but there's this sense of feeling acknowledged, feeling seen, feeling, this sense of accomplishment. You're definitely avoiding conflict. I can see that. But it's almost this energy of, I waited a long time for this glow up, And you're actively avoiding conflict. I can see that. Let me see the Queen of Cups in the reverse. You just have this very dynamic, passionate energy that is very attractive to others. All right, we have the Two of Cups and we have the Six of Swords reversed. Yeah, so I feel like you're in love. I do. I feel like, Aquarius, you are in love with somebody here, possibly a Gemini, but you're having to hold back. You're having to hold your feelings back because there is something here that's unresolved. That you can't move forward into this, maybe even a soulmate connection. It's this new beginning here. You can't move forward yet because there's still some chaos from the past that has to be resolved, has to be ironed out, and has to be released in order for you to move out. So you're still embarking on this journey, but there's chaos that still has to be sorted out before you can. And you're doing everything you can to avoid conflict or avoid somebody that you may feel is narcissistic. Let me see this bottom energy. So you're feeling a little bit stuck right now. And you feel like you can't express your feelings and your emotions the way you want to. So you're kind of having to, hold them back. Oh, thank you. Okay, so Three of Cups is clarifying the Three of Cups. We have the Three of Coins in the reverse, and we have the Seven of Pentacles in the reverse. Yeah, I feel like you're dating. you might be dating, or you could just be going out with close friends and family, but you're finding joy in your life again. Now, I do see that there is something here that is crumbling. Something, it's an established foundation that is crumbling down. You're no longer investing in it. You're speaking your truth with regard to this as well. So you're moving forward, Aquarius. I can see it, and you're happy to be moving forward. And I do feel that it's something to do with partnership or love, most likely love, but there's something unresolved here from the past. So let's see this, who's in your energy. Show me who is in Aquarius energy. Why is the Queen of Swords here? Okay, so the Four of Pentacles reversed. The King of Wands in the upright, which is interesting since they have it in the reverse, and the Page of Pentacles. All right, so this person in your energy, this is somebody who, this is somebody new. This is someone new that is very passionate. They feel like you are their soulmate. You're their person. They've let their guard down with you. They're looking for change. They've been waiting for this change to happen. This is someone who is very attracted to you. There's a lot of passion here. You're attracted to them as well. Now, some of you could be in the public eye, and that could be what's keeping you from moving forward at the rate you want to. I will tell you that there's passion, and you could be dealing with a divine partner here. But this person is saying, you know, you are my person, Aquarius. They're making some kind of an offer towards you. And I do feel that this is somebody who is realizing that there's something here that you have to release. You have to let go. So in order to accept their offer, this is somebody who's been waiting for you. Why is this King of Wands here in the reverse? Why is the King of Wands here in the reverse? The Emperor. Yeah, you might be dealing with a twin flame energy, the Hierophant. So, yeah, this person has been searching their heart, searching their soul, trying to figure out, is this connection going to lead to a commitment here? This is somebody who is very high vibrational. I also could be dealing with Aries, very strong Aries, but there's Taurus energy as well. This is somebody who's they were doing a lot of soul searching. And during that period, they weren't telling you what was on their mind. Well, what's on their mind, what they've been trying to figure out, is this relationship leading to commitment. This is somebody who is very used to calling the shots. It's somebody who's used to things going the way they want them to. This person could be a business owner or in a position of authority. They've been holding back, and that's changing. What have they been holding back? An offer. They don't mind starting small and then moving forward. In fact, they're expecting to start small because they're realizing you're releasing and letting something go. They've been waiting for you, though. This person wants a commitment with you. Let me see justice. Show me justice for the person in Aquarius energy. Yeah, this is a new person in your life, Aquarius. 10 of Coins and the Wheel of Fortune reversed. So there could be something legal that is incomplete. There's something, they're asking for justice in the situation. They're thinking about things long term. This person is very well respected in the community. They could be have very close friends or close family. They feel very supported in the community. This person is loyal. This person is high vibrational. Wheel of Fortune in the reverse, though, tells me that, you know, they want everything with you. However, there's something here that is incomplete. There's something here that has to be released. It has to be let go. And I don't feel like it's on their side. I feel like it's on your side. This person's been waiting for this to happen. For some of you, it's the ending of a marriage or a relationship, because on your side, I see there's a foundation that is broken down, that's ending. This is what needs to be completed in order for this to balance out. But I'm telling you, this is somebody who I feel like is a divine partner. It's someone new in your energy. Let me see. Show me the Hangman in reverse. Show me the Hangman. Okay, so we have the Seven of Wands and we have the Seven of Swords. This could have been a secret relationship. Yeah, this could have started out as a secret relationship, and that's why things are now having to close out. I do feel like you've had conflict with this person. You're trying to avoid conflict, and it's because this person is growing impatient, wanting to move forward. They wonder sometimes if this is a connection, that if you're being completely honest with them, or if this is just about the passion. And I do feel like you're saying, you know, you have to stand your ground with regard to this. And part of the reason you're standing your ground, you're defending your position, is because you are trying to avoid things getting out of hand. You could have a lot of people watching you right now, Aquarius. So I do feel like you are standing your ground, but there's a lot of passion between you and this person, and there's love here as well. Yeah, there is. So this person could have some trust issues because they feel that they've waited for quite some time. Again, I feel like for some of you, this started out as a secret connection. Let me see what's affecting this connection. Show me what's affecting this connection, please, for Aquarius and this person. So while they were waiting and wondering if you were being honest and upfront with them, they were also looking at things and saying, you know, is this going to actually lead to a commitment? Because I do feel that that is what they want. Page of Swords in the reverse. King of Swords in the reverse. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. And the Fool in reverse. Now, in the underlying energy, that Fool is in the upright. So I do feel like there's things that need to be discussed, need to be talked about. And it has to do with, well, for you, it has to do with this new beginning. I do feel like you are wanting to, you know, move into this new beginning, but there's things that you have to let go of, release, and it has to do with past issues. You're kind of stuck in chaos right now. You're stuck in conflict. You're fighting with somebody here. It's not a matter of whether or not you want this person. You definitely want this person. You love this person. But this new beginning is being stalled. It's being stalled. So there's things that have to be discussed with that. This person in your energy, I feel like this is somebody who is a little bit angry about things not moving faster. They may not be telling you that, though. They may not be communicating that. This is somebody who wants commitment with you, and this is they're used to getting what they want when they want it. And I feel like, you know, that's not happening in this situation, and they're trying to figure out why. So with the King of Swords here in the reverse, there's definitely a lot this person's keeping to themselves. They're not telling you. They're kind of like blocking that communication off, and it has to do with things taking so long. Let me see the outcome. So they're growing rather impatient with this whole situation. They want to move forward. Show me the outcome. Thank you, Spirit. Show me the outcome for Aquarius and this person. All right, so we have the Hangman. We have the Four of Wands. We have the Ten of Swords reversed and the Knight of Wands. So they're going to open up to you. Interesting. And it's probably under the advice of whoever this support network is that they have. All right, so you're both impatient. You're both tired of waiting. you're having to battle, and it looks like outside of this, they're tired of this not being out in the open, or, you know, or wondering if they can trust that the connection. Is that going to end? Not this week. No, because we see that the hangman is still here. There's still this waiting. You're waiting for this new beginning. You don't know when it's going to happen, when you're going to be able to move forward. They're waiting for this commitment with you, for things to go the way that they're hoping they will. In the meantime, they're not communicating a lot to you. Well, that's going to change. They're being advised by someone that they are close to that if they're going to get justice in this situation, they're going to have to communicate with you. They're going to have to open up and talk to you about what it is that they want long term, how it is that they're feeling about the situation that the two of you are in. Now, you're showing up here as being in a committed connection here with this King of Pentacles. You're not investing in it. And I do feel like, you know, it's coming to an end, but there's just this unresolved energy around it. It's not complete. It's not over. And it's stalling you from this new beginning. You're having to wait. What are you waiting for? Well, you're waiting to bring this connection together with this person who's in your energy. Ten of Swords in the reverse tells me that this person is afraid, or, you know, trying to avoid a painful ending between the two of you. So they're not secure in this connection, and this is not something that they're used to. They want something long-term with you. They're afraid, literally, that you're going to betray them, is what it looks like, and it's leading to insecurity. And I don't see that in your energy. I see you wanting connection and wanting commitment with this person, wanting to reach that day where you can come to them and say, hey, it's over, it's done, and, you know, we have a reason to celebrate. However, it's not going to be this week. Now, I do see them coming to you and talking to you about what it is that they're wanting long term. They're going to start opening up about all this information that they've been keeping to themselves. So, yeah, I wish I could tell you that this was going to be over by the end of the week, but I don't see it. And it's something from your past. It's something that you're still having to deal with, or that you're holding on to. It could have to do with security in some way, could have to do with something financial, or you could be trying to bring in stability. But whatever it is, it's from the past, and it's not allowing you yet to move forward, and it's creating a lot of insecurity for them. All right, bottom of the deck, we have the Eight of Wands reversed. So as an underlying energy, this new beginning is coming in. It's in your energy here. It's in the underlying energy. But right now, it's being blocked. And there's still a lot that this person who's in your energy, and this is a new person, is not communicating and talking to you about. And I do feel like they're going to approach that. They're going to start to open up with you. But this new beginning right now is being blocked. And I'm not saying it's not coming, but there's still some other things that have to be dealt with. All right, so let's pull an oracle card. Oh, you got changes coming. All right, you have number 23, and this card is called Golden Palace. So let's read that. There is always enough. The Golden Palace card represents good fortune, ambitions fulfilled, wealth, and prosperity. It may also indicate emotional fulfillment, as perhaps you're entering a time of happiness that's long overdue. The message here is that self-worth isn't measured by what you have, no matter how abundant your life is. Instead, it comes from who you are, how authentically you're living your life, and how much love you're willing to share. Granted, receiving this card does indicate material gain and a furthering of tangible rewards. But things come and go, and knowing your true value leads to even greater riches now. Share the wealth. So this is it's a very good card to receive It means that, you know, on the physical plane, things are coming together. There's changes that are occurring that's going to be in your favor, and abundance is coming your way. But it's also a reminder not to forget your own self-worth. So I hope that this has been helpful for you. I can feel the frustration in this reading on both sides. I can feel that frustration. So just try to go with the flow, and know that this new beginning is coming in, but it's being blocked right now, and that's generally for a reason. I hope that this has been helpful, though. If you've resonated with this reading, Aquarius, hit the like button. Be sure to subscribe to my channel and hype this video if you get the opportunity. Until I see you in your next reading, Aquarius, know that you are loved, and namaste.